Just as things were getting hot and heavy, I looked down in horror to see that my manhood was gone. "What's wrong?" my wife asked. There we were, in the honeymoon suite of a 5-star resort hotel on what was supposed to be a romantic getaway. With plenty of hot foreplay, I managed to get an erection. Well, a semi-erection at least. But it was the best I'd done in months. But now, as I held myself over my wife's naked, eager body, my erection shriveled, and my confidence along with it. "I thought you were hard," she said. "Why can't you get it up?" What was I supposed to say? I was turned on. I wanted my wife bad. I wanted to please her, to make her squirm and moan, and I wanted her to please me. You can imagine my anxiety and frustration as I realized my manhood was limp as soggy spaghetti. She put on her robe and went into the other room, leaving me feeling inadequate and alone. After all my romantic preparation, the flirting and the foreplay, when the time came, my body failed me in the most humiliating way possible. Now, my wife is beautiful and I love her. The first years of our marriage were filled with amazing sex, but now it had been years since I'd been able to get a solid erection. This romantic getaway was supposed to help me over my ED, but I went home feeling like a failure and a sorry excuse for a man. It was devastating, but not as devastating as what I found the next week on my wife's computer, a secret conversation with her old boyfriend. Now, I'm sharing this embarrassing story because it's how I discovered that the conventional wisdom about ED is dead wrong. In fact, it led to my discovering the real cause behind ED. It's not about low testosterone. It's not mental. So the next person who claims it's all in your head, you can tell them to shut up. And it's not something you want to treat with criminally priced medications, forking over your hard-earned money to the $4.9 billion ED pharmaceutical industry. Because every time you take one of those pills, you risk your life, since almost 1,000 people die every year from heart attacks after taking Viagra. Worst of all, those pills are a Band-Aid fix that often make the real cause of ED even worse. So every pill makes it even more impossible to get an erection later on. You become a slave to Big Pharma, paying them to make your problem worse. Fortunately, my journey led me away from medications and false promises, and to the true cause and solution to ED that's been ignored by most mainstream medicine and the media. That's right, medical research published by Oxford University has found the real cause behind your ED, and you can fix this problem just by eating a simple sandwich. I couldn't believe it myself when I first heard, until I saw the ED-destroying ingredients that went into it. In this video, I'll share how a simple stomach ache led me to the natural solution for ED that today is helping people all over the world. Ever since I discovered this secret, I've been able to get erections as hard as iron, literally on demand, which my wife loves, because the harder your erection, the more pleasure your partner feels. It's given me back my confidence and helped me feel like a man again. And I'm not the only one. Check out what Hank Bowman from Mesa, Arizona had to say. After my divorce, I felt weak and hopeless. I made myself get back out there and date. But whenever things started getting intimate, I couldn't get an erection. My ED was guaranteeing I'd be alone forever. Luckily, this presentation showed me 12 simple foods that reversed my ED. Now I feel like a real alpha male. My only problem now is getting hard too easily. I'm telling everyone I know to watch this video. And here's a message I received from Chasing Pebbles in Miami, Florida. I've always had ED, and I was terrified I'd never enjoy a healthy sex life with my wife. When I watched this presentation, I had my doubts. But then I saw that it's all backed by research from top universities. After 4 days of adding the 12 simple foods to my meals, I got the hardest erection of my life. Now I'm almost getting erections too often, but my wife definitely doesn't mind. If erectile dysfunction is messing up your life, then I'm telling you, this presentation has what you need. So if you've ever felt humiliated from not being able to achieve an erection, been embarrassed by losing your erection too early,